Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sarika Makol, Associate Professor in SAGE Group of Institutions. Today I am talking about grapevine communication. This is another type of communication, as we all know that communication means sharing something with the other people so that we can get the feedback of the same. So similarly, grapevine communication is also a type of communication which is being used in the organizations nowadays. So let us talk about grapevine communication. Now, what is grapevine communication? This is unstructured and informal network, unlike the formal kind of a communication like verbal and non-verbal communication. It is formed on the basis of social relationships rather than the organizational charts or job descriptions as we follow in formal kind of a communication. It is also known as an informal vehicle through which message flow throughout the organization but in an informal manner. Basically, this kind of a communication is being used by the employees at the time of their recess or at the time of their break so that they can just come out with their genuine feedback about the employer as well as the organization. This type of communication actually helps in oozing out their frustrations out of them so that they can work with the great satisfaction in the organization. And with the help of this communication, management could also get to know that what is the level of satisfaction among my employees. So the question is whether this grapevine communication should be there in the organizations or not. So we come across the answer of this question as we move on to the various slides. So now see, these are the various features of grapevine communication. It serves as a supplement to formal communication system. Why I am saying supplementary to formal communication system? Because formal communication system will enhance its value with the help of this informal unstructured communication, because as I already told you that this will help to find out the genuine feedback out of the employees. It ensures speedy information flow because the information which flows through informal communication is much more faster than the formal kind of a communication. Because in formal kind of communication, we usually share the information either through emails or through letters. So it took some time to to reach to the audience in some more time as compared to the informal communication. And obviously, if it is a informal communication, it can spread false rumors also, and it can distort the actual information also. So this is the main disadvantage of this grapevine communication. This kind of a communication is both in written as well as oral manner. And this is also a dynamic activity because it is changeable. It can change as per the situation because it arises from the social interaction, and so it can be changed. It is less accurate because it is based on gossips, and it is among the social interactions. It is among the people, those who are doing their informal communication. So it can be less accurate. Usually, this kind of a communication is incomplete. One, because nobody is having the proof or authentication of that very particular information, but only they are just communicating it for the sake of communication. It, as I already told you, it provides feedback, genuine feedback about the feelings or emotions or satisfaction level of our employees in the organization. Now, these are the four types of grapevine chains which is being used in the organizations. That is single strand chain, gossip chain, probability chain, and cluster chain. Now, we are moving on to all the types of grapevine communication one by one. First is single strand chains. This is a chain which flows like a chain, that is, A tells something to B, who tells it to C, and so on, like the graph shows you. So, the longer the chain, the more distortion of the message should be there or will be there. So, this is the most inaccuracy which occurs in this chain, because this is a kind of a chain which moves from one person to another person. So, it becomes totally incomplete information would be provided to the last person. Another is gossip chain. In this, one person tells the things to the other people. This chain passes a message regarding a not on job nature. Generally, it is this kind of a chain considered to be slow in passing the information, like the picture shows. Here, A passes information to the other members, but it depends कि other members will transfer this information to some other members. So that is why it is the slow chain, but it also creates misunderstandings among the people. Then is probability chain. As the word suggests, probability means not sure. So information may move from anybody to anybody. Anybody can give information to the other person. So this chain is found when the information is somewhat interesting but not really significant. Only some people in the organization will get to know the information because it is randomly being communicating to the other persons. Last one is the cluster chain, which is mostly used in the organization's pattern. Individual communicates with only those individuals with whom he or she has trust. So it means this is the dominant grapevine pattern which is prevalent in the organizations, because in this kind of a communication there is less chances of rumors, and also the inaccuracy is also less. So most informal communication flows through this chain. See the diagram over here, which tells that A tells selected people only, and the some of these individuals inform a few other selected individuals. As the chain is not that much longer, so the chances of distortion of message is quite less in this kind of a communication type. Now, these are the various advantages with the help of which we can say that grapevine communication should be allowed in the organizations because of the emotional support which it gives to the employees or the employer. Another one is organizational cohesiveness, so that everybody can do work with the clear hearts. Then quick transmission of the information. Sometimes it is being used by the top management also if they want to convey the message in a very short span of time. You can easily get the correct feedback of the employees through this kind of a communication method. It is definitely a supplement to other channels which helps in supporting the formal network of our communication. So it doesn't mean that we can allow 100% grapevine communication in the organization. Why? Because there are certain disadvantages also of having grapevine communication. So we should allow, but there should be some limitations. There should be the degree to which it should be allowed. So see the disadvantages because of which we cannot allow it 100%. The message will be distorted, which can create confusions in the mind of the people. The information sometimes or many times it would be complete because it is just a gossip which is being circulating around. Sometimes the confidential information can also get leaked up, which leads to very panic situations sometimes, and also can lead to misunderstandings, and which can result into conflicts and ultimately lockouts and strikes also. There is no authenticity in this kind of a communication, and sometimes there could be problems in fixing responsibility at the level of the employer. So that is why the degree of allowing of this grapevine communication should be fixed by the organizations. Otherwise the misunderstandings which is being created through this kind of a communication can create hustle, can create very panic situations in the organization sometimes, and which can lead to strikes and lockouts also, and even many of the organization get shut down because of this grapevine communication. So we have to use it very carefully, but it is not like that we cannot use this kind of a communication. So thank you so much. I hope it would be a good thing to understand about the grapevine communication. I hope you would be able to understand what is grapevine communication. So that's all for the day. Thank you so much.